Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips a balance in favor of fair use. Okay, you guys. This is dated February 28th, 2012, in Florida. Florida public charter school linked to Scientology. The ads, it's just... A public charter school in Clearwater is being accused of using methods of Scientology in educating students. An in-depth report by the Tampa Bay Times examines the various aspects of the life force arts and technology academy that are reportedly heavily influenced by Scientology, including school field trips, teacher training tactics, and study technology, an educational system designed by Scientology's late founder. You guys ever notice they always use the same words? And convicted felon, L. Ron Hubbard. Life Force opened in 2007, but was struggling financially by 2009, despite receiving an annual $800,000 in public funds. You see that, you guys? They're also siphoning funds from the government. Isn't that wonderful? That's when Hannah Islam of California's World Literacy Crusade stepped in with one of her businesses, the art of management, to save the school with no intentions of taking over. Right. The Times reports. Efforts by the Pinellas County School District to close the school have been thwarted. Because the school is under bankruptcy protection. You know what? The bankruptcy thing just keeps coming up. How many Boy Scouts, like hundreds of thousands of Boy Scouts, were essayed, and they couldn't get very much compensation because Boy Scouts of America went bankrupt. I've also heard stories like this in the Catholic churches, like the various dioceses. I don't know how to say that. You guys see a pattern here? So, Scientology can come in, do all kinds of illegal stuff, but yet the Pinellas County School District, which should have precedence, or they should be able to decide who can have a school and who cannot have a school, are thwarted because the school is under bankruptcy protection? I wonder how many child slaves are in that school. Islam also promised parents that her organization would not push any religion at Life Force. But the Times reports that the school's practices suggest otherwise. Of course. The school's Christmas party, and they don't even celebrate it, for example, was held at a Scientology church in Tampa. The students were given Scientology books and DVDs Imagine if you were the parents. Man, I would freaking lose it. Shown a play written by Hubbard and photographed with Santa Claus. Just like that same crap they do on Hollywood Boulevard. In front of a Scientology cross. Isn't that blasphemous what they're doing? Scientologists don't wear crosses. They're not Christian. That's blasphemous. I can't say it, blasphemous. Teachers were also required to attend training sessions. Isn't that illegal? That's illegal. That's illegal right there. That's how many people did we see sue them for employment? I think they sued for employment discrimination, or you can't mix religion with employment. There's quite a few lawsuits that former employees won. Sessions at Scientology's flagship resort to be educated in Smart Way, a program designed by Scientologists, and were told they had no choice but to implement study tech in their curriculum. From the Times. This is a lawsuit waiting. 5th grade teacher Jason Lowe, who was fired in January, that's against the law, said Life Force Director of Operations Vicki Williams told him, "We are a study tech school, and that if any of us had a problem with it, we had to get over it." Also, too, this is how they're siphoning money from the state. Wow, you guys. Definitely worth looking into more into these schools. Aside from all the child abuse. Proponents say study tech is entirely secular. Lies. 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 But critics argue that the materials employ methods at the core of Scientology teachings and suppress freedom of thought. Oh, they're all about that. Parents of children enrolled at a Montessori school in northwest Toronto were alarmed when the school introduced learning methods derived from the Church of Scientology in 2008. Some parents removed their children from the school. That's good. That's what a parent that loves their child looks like. Crazy. An investigation by State Impact Florida and Miami Herald revealed that 86% of Florida's charter schools do not have any severely disabled students. Even though state and federal laws require charter schools give equal access to all students. So discriminating against the disabled, that's typical of them. What is it that they think of children with disabilities? I forgot it's really bad. Charter schools have shown to fall short on equal opportunity nationwide as well. So they're openly breaking laws and getting money from the government while they do it. Isn't that great? And abusing children too. Three ticks on the list. A report from the University of Colorado's National Education Policy Center found that charter schools tend to be more racially segregated than traditional public schools, and often fail to comply with federal civil rights statutes. In nearly 2 decades, 15% of the nation's 6,700 charter schools have been shuttered. According to a report released last December by the Center for Education Reform, of those closing, 41.7% were due to financial deficiencies. Yeah, I believe a lot of them are just to funnel money, to be honest. And 24% were for mismanagement. It's easy money. Until charter schools start showing they are innovative, well-managed schools, they're still going to be on the hot seat. Harrison Blackmon, who heads the Michigan arm of the pro-charter group, Democrats for Education Reform, told the Huffington Post in December, "It's hard to defend charter schools if they're not outperforming traditional public schools." Okay, you guys, that's it. I will leave a link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Otherwise, have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.